Hey everyone. So today we're going to be taking a look at the new Matrix hero that's coming out. They do this rotation. It's like every month they'll have these rallies that end up giving you some kind of dice. I can't. Oh yeah, it's definitely in here. So these little magic dice, which then can be used to roll here and get like additional items, like book pages, books themselves, or these crystals. But then every other month, they introduce a new Matrix hero. We've had a couple of them. Some of them are extremely good. Others are, wishy-washy. And then there was one. The very first one has been was garbage. So this one, though, and I think this is going to be the direction that they're going to be going with these units, is 100% correlated with the new Rift of Chaos stuff. Now, I don't know how people feel about this. For me, if they introduce heroes like this, I think it's okay. Like, to be honest, I don't know. The fact that it's a PvE hero over a PvP hero, in my opinion, makes it a little better. You can make the argument that, if you have a PvE hero that's helping you in the new Chaos Dungeon, it's going to make your PvP heroes stronger or whatever. There's no evidence for that yet, but I could see, a hero like this probably causing a stir. But you can get these by using the matrices that you get every week, right? And we'll be talking about the hero in a second. But every week they give out 2 of these matrices, and if you use 10, you can use it to get a badge, which then unlocks different rows here. I can't show you because none of them are available. But then you eventually unlock more rewards, and those rewards include these little fragments of this hero. So if you get 100 of them, it's just like the Matrixes that you can trade amongst your guild. But if you get 100 of them, then you get to synthesize this character, and then you are able to use it. The way that Ace also has this mapped out is, you can't get these heroes for 3 months after they're available to people that got the matrices. So they will become available to summon, but you have to wait 3 months before they're available in the normal summon areas, right? So anyway, that's that. Now, I wanted to just talk about this hero. The issue with these heroes, I would love to actually give you a showcase on them, but for some reason, these heroes are not available, to the content creators until they're actually in the game, which is whenever they're available through a Matrix summon. It's a really weird thing to do. I don't know if they're going to be changing this or not. If they do, this video is going to be relevant, but I wanted to kind of talk about this hero because it is something new in the game that I can talk to you about. All right, so without further ado, her name is Haruna, and strap in, because if you're the type of person that's going to get mad that there's not free-to-play options to beat rifts, you're just not going to want to watch this video. Okay, so here's her trait. It says, active attacks remove 1 positive effect on the target. When attacked, reduces damage received according to the attacker's lost health. So obviously, this screams Rift of Chaos Fire Boss, right? He has this crit rate thing that is super annoying, makes him hit really hard, and every single time she attacks, she just removes it. So automatically really good. It's one of the mechanics that kind of stinks in that dungeon. And right now, people are coming up with some creative ways to beat it, but at the same time, you need specific heroes, which is, we're not going to get into that right now. This is someone who I think really will help team compositions, and I'm going to talk about, the basic special and the ultimate here in a second, but just from the trait alone, I mean, she gives herself reduced damage, so she's got some sustainability, and she gets rid of one of the most annoying mechanics about that boss by just being on the field and attacking. So then if she's ascended, it says if the attacker's health is below 50%, gains attack up 2. So this is like always live. Yeah, so ascended, she's just always going to have an attack up 2 buff on her, which is, I'm thinking, if they don't release a whole lot of accessible heroes, she may be needed to do like stage 12 or whatever. Anyway, so her basic ability is just, gaining attack up. So kind of nice. Just a solid basic ability, give her more damage. She has a special ability that says deals 160% damage to an enemy. Damage scales with the enemy's lost health. If the enemy is a fire hero, immediately recovers 40% of max health and removes all negative effects. So when I'm reading effects like this, right now on the fire rift boss, and all of the bosses actually, we have to deal with that bomb mechanic, right? And I'm honestly thinking that they're moving away from needing a cleanser, because I've seen more and more heroes with these removing all negative effect abilities. So I don't know what they're going to be releasing in the epic slot. I'm hoping it's epics that allow for more healing cleansers as well, and support cleansers by themselves, because that's the other thing that I was thinking of is okay, well, if they give all of these damage dealers the ability to not die from this bomb, if you want to bring in supports, you still need to have someone be able to cleanse the bomb off themselves. Like Florence is a great support, Zitlin, Shane, all of those people, but they don't have the ability to cleanse that bomb. So once they die, I mean, a lot of your damage output or your sustainability is going to go away. So it's just interesting that they're moving towards this direction with those bombs there, because it still puts you in a weird spot. Like, this is a good ability, but right now, to keep the rest of your team alive, you still need a cleanser. So, this cleanse is somewhat irrelevant. I will say, though, these abilities that say damage scales with the enemy's lost health, I mean, they can do tons of damage, right? It's so hard to tell how good this attack is going to be, but it could be huge damage or it could be irrelevant, but I guess we'll have to see. And then her ultimate ability deals 200% damage to one enemy. Damage scales with the enemy's lost health again. If the enemy's health is below 50%, ignores 60% of the enemy's defense, and reduces this cooldown by 2 turns. So, yeah, this hero it's going to be great, obviously, for the Rift boss. It allows you to eliminate Grayson from the picture, right? Right now, Grayson is kind of needed, along with, at least for the higher stages, I think, as you go. He has this ability that removes that crit from the boss and then gives himself some crit damage. But I don't think this guy hits very hard. Where this hero is actually going to do the same thing for your team. It's going to remove it. It won't give itself crit damage, but then you don't need to use Grayson in your team, and you've already filled your DPS spot. So I think this is going to be a really, really good addition, because then you can run 2 DPS in your Rift Fire Rift boss teams. Where right now you can't. You either need someone like Grayson, Hulins for the no positive effects, Girinal or something like that, or Florence, right? So, I mean, it's obvious that this hero is going to be fantastic for that Rift boss. She's got some pretty nice speed, so I'm sure that's going to help with with being able to build her to get above those speed requirements. She's got really high attack. So, yeah, I think she's going to be great. That's really all I got. I just want to do a little quick summary of that new Matrix hero. I wish we could show you what they do before you are trying to decide if you want to use your badges on this hero or not. But sadly, that's all I can really do to review her, is just go over the theory of her abilities and just hope that they pan out the way that we're thinking. But I'm painstakingly clear that she is built for that Rift boss. So, yep, just a quick little video on this Saturday, guys. I hope your weekend's going well, and I will catch you on the next one. See you.